Anyone visiting or reading about Italy will at some point have seen or heard the word Risorgimento, but how many visitors know the meaning of the word? Risorgimento refers to the unification of Italy, which took place in the middle of the 19th century. Prior to unification, Italy was made up of a number of small independent countries, such as Piedmont, Tuscany, Sicily, Lombardy, etc. Once unification was complete, Italy was united as one country under one constitutional monarch, Vittorio Emanuele II, with one flag and one capital, Rome. The new kingdom of Italy was based upon the kingdom of Piedmont. The process was started and completed in Turin. In fact, Piedmont provided the first king of Italy, Vittorio Emanuele, the first capital of Italy, Turin, and the first prime minister of Italy, Cavour. This period forms the background to many of our films, in particular our upcoming documentary about Il Gattopardo. Il Gattopardo witnesses the unification from Sicily and struggles to decide how to react to it. Should he resist it? Should he embrace it? The fact that it is a Piedmont initiative is a big part of his problem. Steve and I decided to visit the National Museum devoted to the Risorgimento, which is in Turin, to find out more. As with all great historic events, the best point of view is to seek out the people who made it happen. Reading about the key battles and treaties and dates will only get you so far. People make history. So who made it happen? Who took the key decisions and put their lives on the line? Historians agree that 3 men made this happen: Giuseppe Garibaldi, King Vittorio Emanuele of Piedmont, and Count Cavour, Prime Minister of Piedmont. The museum showpieces these 3 men and their role. Garibaldi, military commander, inspirational leader of men, figurehead. He risked his life many times to achieve his dream, but more than that, he knew how to compromise when needed. He would have preferred to create a unified Italian republic, but he knew that he needed to include the king in the movement to achieve success. Cavour, the politician who made sure that unification could proceed without hindrance from the great powers of the time, France and England. In fact, France was only convinced to stand by when Cavour concluded a secret deal with them, guaranteeing the handover of 2 previously Italian regions, Savoie and Nice, to France in return. King Vittorio Emanuele, he provided a legitimate and acceptable face to the movement, but perhaps more importantly, he was able to manage the other 2 personalities, Cavour and Garibaldi, who had very different aims and beliefs. Without Vittorio Emanuele, the process would have failed. If ever you are in Turin, visit the museum.